Welcome. What's good?
We back.
We back in the building. It's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy is Trizzy in the building. What's good with you, fam?
Man, just another day in paradise. Say Like a Champ episode 98. I can't believe it, man. It keeps on rolling on. So but yeah, we're definitely glad to be back. Definitely glad to have the Slackers back in the building with us. We got a few people checking in already.
Yep.
What's good, moms? But yeah, so how are you feeling though? What's good with you?
I'm good, man. I actually got a new job. I'm starting at Blue Cross Blue Shield, getting back as an analyst again. I think either the 26th or the 2nd, so that's cool. Getting back into the I might be doing work with you on the other side, truth be told.
Got you. Well, that's what's up though. So different changes on the personal side.
Right, excited about that, and social media thing continue to grow. Yeah, all that fun stuff. So, it's been cool, man. I've been reaching out to a lot of different people. Intermingling, if you will, with
networking.
Yeah, networking. You know what I'm saying?
Is that what you do on the Hot Tub Show on Friday nights? You intermingle? Is that what you do?
Yeah, intermingle. You know what I'm saying? Network, but it's been really cool, man. Because I've been catching up with a lot of new people that I don't really know. You know what I mean? Like last week, the person that I had, D, she's another content creator, YouTuber. She is a friend of my boy Kingsley's. Okay. So I got to meet with her and talk to her, kind of see how her journey started and all that kind of fun stuff. So I don't know, it's been cool, man. It's been really cool.
That's what's up. I've been meeting new friends as well. I actually went to help at the Hearts for Homeless on Saturday, and I did want to give a shout out real quick. I met a young guy. His name is Justin. He's like 7 or 8. He's kind of young. And he was like totally like an MLB, all on MLB, a big time MLB fan. He was showing me how he looks up the scores and everything. He keeps track of everything. Okay. I told him I was a Royals fan. He was like, "Oh, they're not very good. They don't have very many wins." But I definitely wanted to give a shout out to him. He was out there helping the homeless as well, helping feed the homeless. So that was really cool. So definitely wanted to give a shout out to him. I told him, he said he'd be watching, so I told him I would give him a special shout out. So that's what's up. That's what it's all about, bringing new people in. Also got some more slackers joining in. Got Unk.
Yep.
He says, "See you again soon." I missed the meetup. On the 4th or the 5th. So we'll definitely have to make something happen with that. Pop's in the building. He says, "Good evening, gentlemen and Incredibles."
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Jack.
Grace in the building. Hello. And Kelly as well.
In the building.
And something interesting might happen. I'm trying to drag my sister Kelly into some things too on the content side too. So we're going full blast. So
got to.
So I think that's good though. That's sufficient for check-in. Let's go ahead and make this thing official. We got 2 intros just because that's how we do. Let's go ahead and make this thing official so we can get the train moving.
Get it popping.
Now it's official. Say Like a Champ, episode 98. Yes, my sister, she's always ready to cause trouble, that's for sure.
Heck yeah, let's get it.
But yeah, so one other special surprise for today. We got a lot going on, but this is another thing that we know the Slackers have been long awaiting, and that we have been long awaiting. It's the grand return. We need everybody to put their hands together for the permanent special guest.
The princess is here.
What's good?
What's up, y'all?
What up?
Welcome back. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, y'all. My Tuesdays are never the same without you all. So I'm so happy to be back.
Likewise.
I'm so happy to be back.
That's what's up. So do you want to do any I know we'll probably have some questions about something we just seen, but I do want to ask you about the boys' football season. How does the football season go?
Oh my gosh, the boys' football season was amazing. My 8-year-old, their team took first place for the season, and then my 10-year-old, they took third place, I want to say. But AAU tournaments have been turned up. We're training twice a week now. We have tournaments 2 to 3 times a month. So our weekends are booked traveling and playing ball. And
Dang.
I'm just so excited for them. Like, it's crazy. They get to play together and they're one grade level apart. So in high school, they'll get to play 3 years together. So I'm just so excited for them. I'm just, happy that I get to put them in position to be successful from such a young age. So yeah, we're having a ton of fun with sports. So
that's what's up.
It's the boys. Amari just turned 9 on Sunday. I know I haven't been on here for a while. So I just said my 8-year-old, but my 8-year-old is 9 now. So I have a
no shirt. Dang.
Oh, dang.
Wow. Than a 9-year-old for 2.5 months, and then my older one turns 11. So for sure. Yes. I'm old, y'all. I got an 11-year-old soon.
Happy birthday to the nephew.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I know we're happy to have you back. We got the Slackers happy to have you back as well.
I'm so happy to be back. Hey,
Miss Stephanie in the building.
Sister said hi. Hey, sister. Hey, Miss Stephanie. Thank you all. I miss you all too. My Tuesdays are never the same. Like not getting to talk sports like this. So.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
I'm excited to be here.
Well, yeah, we're gonna let you get your dose of that for sure tonight. So, with that being said, I think we'll go ahead and fly into our topics real quick. We'll go ahead and hit this first one. Get this out the way.
Okay, let's do it.
What's up next? Oh, let's check it out, man, real quick.
Tune to NFL Talk.
Let's get it.
All right. So NFL Talk, there's not a lot too much going on. We've talked about this. We're deep in the offseason. The countdown continues, but it is only 23 days away from the Pittsburgh Steelers against the Dallas Cowboys for the Hall of Fame game, the first preseason game. So that is something to be excited about. That time is going to fly by. And once the preseason obviously doesn't mean anything, but once it gets going, it's gonna fly by. So
yeah, I just renewed the league. You know what I'm saying? You gotta represent the championship. Just represent the championship. You know what I'm saying? So A-Dub won my league last year, so we gotta try to run that title back.
Won my league too. He won both of our leagues.
Dang, I know.
How the hell did that happen?
The children of Thanos don't play around, you know what I'm saying?
You were trash the year before, so
that's really what it was. I have to be honest, because I was terrible the first year, and then I had to bounce back. So that's what it was.
No, I'm aware of a solid year.
Had to represent.
I still owe you your Vince Lombardi fantasy football trophy, so I need to get your address because for my league, first place got a Vince Lombardi fantasy.
I didn't even know there was a trophy.
Yeah, there is, and my last place gets a toilet because they're boo boo. So
you might be seeing it on the bookcase somewhere over here soon.
I gotta get your address, and I gotta get it engraved and sent out to you before our new season starts, so you can kind of taunt the rest of us with your championship.
For sure.
Got bragging rights.
So that's something to look forward to. I will be watching to see about my roster moves, you know what I'm saying, so I can defend my crown. But then other than that, I mean, there's only a couple dominoes that might fall. Stephon Gilmore is still, there's speculation he'll be traded. Aaron Rodgers is still like, is he going to be traded, sit out, or just, come back to the Packers? Are they going to make a move to make him happy? So we'll see. It's kind of late in the game, but that's about it. And then there's still some notable vets like Richard Sherman and Geno Atkins and these different random players that are out there that still may contribute to a team. Maybe they just don't want to do all the pre-camp and the OTAs, though. That's why they're waiting so long. I don't know.
True.
But I don't know. What do you guys think about football? Are you guys excited for football? I mean, you have any football topics, or we're pretty much good on his?
I mean, this part of the year is always exciting. Like, when football season is about to kick off. The positive thing that, we have is the basketball season has been extended because of COVID. So we don't have such a long break between not having football, basketball, and then
right, because there's that lull when it's only baseball normally.
When it's only baseball, exactly. Yeah. But anyway,
basketball would have been done in June.
Hey, we love baseball. We love baseball, but it is interesting.
I love baseball in person, but watching it on TV, I can't.
Yeah.
Show me the
I feel
highlights.
that.
Show me the highlights.
But yeah, I think the other thing too, though, we're 52 days away from UGA versus Clemson on the college football side, and
Okay.
college doesn't do any preseason. That's like straight away, so that's about 50 days away. I'm really excited for that too. That's been low key. Like I haven't even really put too much thought to that, but that's gonna be awesome. College football is always a big thing for me too. So
we need to start making some Georgia Bulldog contacts.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I know some people that know some people that know some people. So
right. Let them people know my Instagram handle, and let's make these things happen.
Gotcha. That's what's up. Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. I've been around long enough to know a couple people, so we'll see what we can do. But I definitely, I mean, we're still talking about potentially going out to a Georgia game and a Panthers game because they're only a couple hours away. Like that would be, that would be dope.
I'm ready.
So we're gonna do a lot. We're gonna do a lot. We have a lot to look forward to. But
we got
I know my Saturdays and Sundays.
We got a lot to look into as far as the football season goes in general. Because I know I'm catching Cardinals, Panthers. I'm trying to see Panthers, Cowboys.
The Panthers are coming here. They're going to the Cowboys too.
Yeah. I'm trying to go to Vegas. I'm just going.
That's true. The Raiders. I want to see the Raiders Stadium too.
That too.
As long as they don't price me out totally. I don't know. We'll see.
But
we're only a couple hour ride away. Yeah, we'll see. And Stephanie, Miss Stephanie, I'm sure she'll hook us up with everything. She has tickets for us. She could probably hook it up with the big three. We just need to try to see if we can get out there for that too.
I don't even need them tickets. Look, Steph.
Yeah, that's true.
What I need when we get out there is lumpia. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Hook another up with the Filipino snacks. I'm on some pancet.
Oh,
I know all about everything.
Drizzy goes multiple layers deep on that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
not just the lumpia.
By association. You know what I'm saying? I'm with it. So, I'm coming up with that.
I don't know what you're talking about, but it sounds like food, and thick girls like to eat, so I'm there.
Fire, yeah, for sure. I'm all about the snacks.
I know. Let's not get derailed too much on the snacks, but yeah, I think that's all for NFL talk.
Yeah,
she says I got you. Says come to Texas as well. Yeah, we do need to do that. So we got a lot to do.
We definitely coming out there.
Come on over.
Just got to get rid of this day job real quick. So that's all though. We really got for NFL talk. I do want to say before that, really quick, welcome to my boy Big Haps in the building. This is my OG. This is one of my brothers for real. So glad for you to join in. We appreciate you being here.
Sure.
Let us know what you think about the Cardinals this year. And but on that, let's go ahead and get into NBA talk too. Though I know there's gonna be a lot of people that want to talk about this too. So let's go ahead and make it happen. All right, NBA talk. It's hashtag Rally the Valley over here. A lot of stuff going on with the Suns and the Bucks. Tomorrow night is going to be a big game to see what happens. Does it go 3-1 or did the Bucks pull even and make this a whole new ball game? So I definitely want to get everybody's thoughts and opinions on that, especially the slackers in the chat. See how you guys are feeling on that. Suns fans, I think the temperature changed a little bit. They were, after the 2-0, it was feeling really good. After this last game, kind of tempered down a little bit. So we'll see. But before we do all that too, Myra, we haven't heard your opinions. What do you think about this NBA playoffs and what's transpired since you've had a chance to speak on it?
I absolutely love the fact that we have not seen these two teams in a championship in a long time. I really feel that this kind of like stirred up the game. Because at the beginning of this season, we were so for sure, like it's going to be the Lakers and the Nets. Like we were so for sure. So I do like how the dominoes fell and it's not who we expected. It's kind of like the Cinderella story right now. So I really love it. We love Devin Booker in this house. So we are Team Suns too. And I live in the Valley and y'all live the Valley. So, hey, we were too. We rolling with the Suns on this one.
That's what's up. Okay. Well, I can understand too the boys. I'm sure that they're with that. But let's see. Let me look in the comments real quick. Oh, Pop says shout out to Big Haps. Most definitely. Ugg says refs are calling bad games. And I think there has been a lot of talk about that. That was a pretty interesting statistic. It's my bad. That ref was like Chris Paul's like 0-8 in playoff games with that ref.
0-12 now.
0-12 now. Okay, never mind.
0-12.
I saw an old stat. So,
Now you're 0-12.
but I think that's. I mean, I think that still. I mean, I don't know how big of a factor it was, but it was kind of a factor. So, Giannis shot more free throws than the whole Suns that game 3.
Yeah,
Hap says Suns are good. We'll win on our home court, and I think that's a great point. The Bucks are going to have to win one here, regardless. Since the Suns have home court advantage if they want to get it done, and that remains to be seen that they can play well here. So I'm still not too tripping about that.
Yeah. I'm not too worried about it. I think the Suns. Honestly, I think they win game 4. I think Monty comes back, builds for it. And the one thing about the Suns too is the offense has been a little inconsistent. And honestly, they haven't lost in a while. It's been like 2 weeks since they lost their last game. So True. Came out of the gate. I don't think we really expected the Bucks to get swept. I didn't. So they got their win in, and I think we take. Honestly, I think if we win game 4, I think we win game 5 too. So. We'll see. They got to come back firing, though. They got to treat this game like a game 7. Every game in the championship is a game 7. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But no, I feel you with this one because 3-1. I mean, then the chances for the Bucks at that point are slim to none. So this game really is going to be the swing.
Seriously.
But I did talk about before, even when the Bucks were down 0-2 to the Nets, and we thought they were done and gone in the second round. Back in the second round, the Bucks are like that old school adjustment team. Yeah. And we used to see this in the 90s and the early 2000s. It was like you didn't win on the road. So you would be expected to go down 0-2 and then, kind of match it up. So I feel like this is kind of like that old school grind out. They're going to try to grind it out and we'll see. But I think that the Suns, as long as they keep level, I think that they're actually still going to get it done.
Yeah. I think Holiday had a really good game too, and I think that really played a big part. He had a really
he made the cover for this week because of that too. He was showing out.
Yeah,
but Unk says Middleton is due for a good game, and I agree with that. Giannis is the only offensive move starts with charging into every defensive player. That there have been a couple plays like that. Giannis charging at the end of that one game, you could see it coming from a mile away. The Cam Johnson dunk over PJ Tucker was I'm still dang, I can't believe that happened. But there have been some interesting plays in this series, these little defining. Oh, no shirt gang! Hey, he did get older.
Happy birthday, my boy!
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
And you're growing your hair out again?
Yes.
You're going back to the dreads? That's what's up. Well, we're glad to see you. Glad to get the update.
Thank you.
That's what's up. I'm glad we got the appearance from No Shirt Gang too. So, but yeah, so I don't know. I think these finals have been interesting though, and to Myra's earlier point, that fact that it's new blood, the fact that it's something different. I mean, it is, but I have to be totally honest though. I'm not there at the edge of my seat on every game type of thing, how I normally would be watching a little bit closer. Yeah. I feel maybe because I'm here and I see so much on social media and so many other people are talking about it, where it's I don't have to keep that close of an eye because people are going to tell me what's going on. So we'll see. T Mizzle in the building, flexing.
Okay.
What's good? Welcome to the show.
What up?
T Mizzle. Okay.
But so I don't know. That's what we had though on the Bucks Suns. I think it's really going to come down to tomorrow. And depending on what happens, the series might be way over before next Tuesday, before we get back to you guys. So we might have to have a little offshoot recap show or a little short live after it all wraps up, depending on which way it goes. Or if it goes 7, we'll probably be right here before game 7. So we'll be watching that closely.
I think my biggest thing for the Suns is I'm really rooting for CP3. If there's anybody that I really want to get a ring, is CP3. And the fact that he's been with Coach back since back in the days, I kind of feel it's, that Cinderella story.
That's a feel-good thing, for
sure.
They
just deserve it. Yeah, for sure. They've been through a couple teams. They've made their runs around the league. And to be back together and be in position to secure a championship is absolutely amazing. So I'm rooting for the Suns with y'all. So go Suns.
Gotcha. Yeah, and the 925 Sports guys from That's T Mizzle. Definitely check out their podcast too. And Myra was on there, did a feature on theirs too.
Yeah, I did.
Oh yeah, that was like last year, huh? Oh, dang.
That's what's up. So we appreciate you rocking with us, and we'll have to kind of do a connect with them because I think they were in the Carolina area or somewhere over there.
Yeah, North Carolina. Huh?
Yeah. Okay, that's what's up. So NBA. Other than that, there's really not too much other than we had to talk about. I really wanted to talk about Team USA. They lost to Nigeria on Saturday night, and I was like shocked. I was like, "Whoa!" Like when even I saw the score at halftime, I was like, "Oh, I thought they'd be blowing them out by now." And then when I saw that they lost, I was surprised by that. Then now they lost to Australia, which is a little bit more expected because Australia is a good team. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you guys concerned about Team USA? This is still exhibition. This is still not impacting the Olympics. So
I am disappointed. Like, if this is what our Olympic team is going to look like, I'm very disappointed. I'm very worried because Team USA basketball has always been a dominant force in the Olympics, and I don't think we're there yet.
I kind of with you. Like, even though it doesn't mean anything, I'm like, we should be rolling over everybody. Like, we're rolling out our stars. But it's kind of weird, like, and Strizzy, I want to hear your opinions on this, but it's like, I know it's like some of the same type of Brooklyn Nets type of style players, and I'm like, what's wrong? Like, why can't y'all just play? I don't know if it's mental or something, but what do you think?
It's funny, man. I pretty much, piggyback on both of you guys. I totally agree with both of what you guys are saying. And it's one of those things where it's like, it's an exhibition game, so you want to try to not look too deep into it, right? It's like, oh, it's exhibition. They don't really matter too much. Popovich is the coach, so this just seems like Popovich type stuff. These games don't matter. Go out there, get back in shape for those of you who weren't in the playoffs, blah blah blah, whatever. But at the same time, I feel like even in an exhibition game, y'all should still be rolling over these dudes. 2012 exhibition game when we played Nigeria, we beat them 156 to like 78. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like come on, like, and I get it. That's a different team. That's prime LeBron. That's prime Wade. That's prime Melo. That's Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Jason Kidd. Like that was a crazy team. But this is still a crazy team too. When you look at all the talent around this roster, I feel like there's no reason we should be losing these games, even if we're not playing at 100%.
I agree.
So if we don't come out when the games actually matter and just like really destroy whoever we play in game one, then I'm concerned. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna be like, we might not get the gold.
Well, we'll see. I don't know if we're there yet, but I feel you. We have a little addition too. We got to add to the panel real quick. We got the super producer Marcus coming in. What's good? What's good?
What up, dude?
What's up?
We were just talking about.
So I'm late.
No worries. We know you're a working man. I know you were onto something very important, but we do appreciate you being here with us. And I did want to see. We were just talking about the Team USA basketball. What did you think about that? Did you see they lost their last two games?
I don't mean
Not
that.
tripping.
Nah, I don't mean anything. But the teams are now like, back in the day, got blew out, but now teams are better because it's international plays in NBA. Half those people play in the NBA, so they're gonna be a little better. But like Trizzy said, they shouldn't have lost, but it's not they're gonna blow teams out when it starts, so it ain't no big deal. And then to talk about really.
Okay. All right. Well, then here is something to talk about. We already did our little Bucks Suns. And Haps is in the building, and Haps has said, "Hey, he's already called you out." He said, "You hated on the Suns last time, so how are we feeling now?"
And I'm still hating on them. I'm happy they lost. So we don't have to hear that. We don't have to hear that Suns and 4 no more. That's over with.
Yeah, that's true. That's
all I have to say is about the Suns is they better win tomorrow. They don't win tomorrow, they're in trouble. So
got you.
That's it. But like I said, I don't. Yeah, I'm seeing a whole bunch of Suns fans come out of nowhere. You guys are killing me. So keep it up. When you guys talking noise right now, you guys better win this whole thing. So, but like I always say too, Toronto Raptors won 2 other year, and we forgot about them. So it's gonna be the same thing. Suns gonna win this year, and we're gonna forget about it. So it's not a big deal to me. So, and I don't care about Chris Paul and whoever else. All those people get one. I don't care. So it happens. They should win though. They should win because like I say, Giannis he had 40, they lost. He had 40, they won. So to me, the whole thing is Chris Middleton. If he can average 20, 25 a game the rest of the way, they're gonna win. But if he don't, then they're in trouble. So
yeah,
I don't know. Have you guys talked about Booker too not playing for a quarter?
Oh yeah, well I did want to. We haven't paneled that yet, but I mean I wanted to get the thoughts on that too. I did love the fact that you came out on 10 though, Marcus. I appreciate you. You're like,
oh yeah, because they come after me. I gotta come back at them too. So.
I know what you're saying about the bandwagon. I can vouch for Haps though, and I do know I've been born and raised here too. So I know the ones that are riding.
I know Haps as a diehard. That's fam. So I'm not talking about him. I'm just saying like in general.
I know
people going on, but I don't know. I just think you gotta win first though. I think they too a lot of Suns fans are too hype right now. Like they already won it. You haven't won it yet. You lost about 20 last game. So I'm just saying. Then your best player, he's not playing well, and tomorrow he needed rest. Like this is the finals. What you need rest for?
See, that's one thing. Yeah, I mean,
there's no way in the finals you losing. He's on the bench the whole fourth quarter.
He's had. So the thing. So like I'm gonna start off on Book because I went off on him on last series. But so my thing is this. I'm like, dude, you're 24. You have plenty of rest, and the season was shortened, so like I don't want to hear about rest. Like I know I'm not an NBA player, but like when I was 24, I played from sun up to sundown, and hooping. You know what I mean? Like at 24 years old. My thing with Book is still the same thing, dude. You've performed very well in game ones in every series that you played so far, and then it completely almost not disappeared, but you've taken like I think he's still taking this Kobe comparison from like the Stephen A. Smiths and stuff entirely too much to his head, bro. Like take good shots. You're forcing shots. Let Chris Paul put you in good positions. You're holding the ball too long. I hate to say it, but like a lot of the problems that we have with like Carmelo Anthony in the past of just being like an offense stopper, he's stopping the offense right now. And what got the Suns there is a high octane, pass the ball, move the ball around offense, and he's stopping it. And I think that's why Monty took him out in the fourth quarter because he needed him to realize like, look at how you're hurting us. You know what I mean? Like you're hurting us. I need you to calm down, get resituated, and just play Phoenix Suns basketball. Like you're not Kobe. No one's needing you to be Kobe. Just be Book. That's all you need to do. Just be Booker. Go out there and put the ball in the hole. You know what I'm saying? Like I just think he's trying to do entirely way too much right now, and it's hurting the Suns. It's really hurting them.
And I think it's about rhythm too. I think even though he wasn't playing well, he was cool being on the bench. He wasn't like, put me in.
He wasn't like put me back in, right?
So it was the whole thing was kind of weird. And like I say, it's about rhythm. And you're off for 2 days, so you gotta kind of get that going. And to me, also is Ayton. He can't get in foul trouble, and the Bucks see that now. They don't have Serge no more, so they know if we get this guy in foul trouble, Giannis he can come in the paint and do what he wanted to do. So that's a game plan. So who gonna help him out? So and to me. Booker has to play well for them to win. I don't care. You can't just everybody else know. He has to play well. And to me, the way he looked, they don't look good for the Suns going to the next game. So I don't know. Like I said, he could come out and have a great game. Like I said, I still picked him to win maybe in 5 or 6. But it just like some Suns fans think he's already over and it's not over with yet. So wait.
And
I agree.
And their best one-on-one defender, Holiday's not even guarding him. He's guarding Chris Paul. So it's like there's no real excuse for you to not be just hooping, just playing ball. You know what I'm saying? Like you're a scorer.
No, I agree, and I think though even in that fourth quarter, like instead of sitting, like even if it's garbage time, even if you think you're gonna lose, go out there and start firing. You start hitting a couple of threes in a row, get some stops. You already never know. So that's my thing. But I did want to get Myra's thoughts on it real quick before we move on to.
My biggest thing is exactly what you all said. Like it's the finals. Like people are paying $1,500 for sucky ass seats to be at the finals, and you have star people not playing. I've always had a problem with that during the regular season when they play load management. I just can't do it. Like you have a job and you have people who pay you to come see you perform at your job. So give them everything. I think the finals sitting out for an entire quarter, just like Strizzy said, like you're 24, bro. Like how much load management do you need? So yeah, I was bothered by it, especially because the franchise has put so much emphasis on him being the face of the Suns. Like that's your guy, that's your go-to. He should be out there no matter what. So yeah, kind of rubbed me the wrong way, especially being a D Book fan. And it's the finals. Like, what is he doing sitting on the bench? And the same thing you all said, like, there was no eagerness to come back in the game. Like, he was just chilling.
Yeah, he's chilling. Like, I don't know.
Right.
I think the whole Kobe stuff too. Like, he's taking that whole.
Kobe would never.
Kobe told me. For real. He's like, Kobe told me to go out there and be great. You know what I'm saying? Go, and Kobe would come out here and finish, and like all this stuff like that. I'm like, I get it, man. We all love Kobe, but like, you're just not him. Like, stop trying to be like Kobe would do this, Kobe would do that. Like, just go out there and be Devin Booker, dude. Just go out there to get a booger and hoop. And you're getting 2 days of rest right now. It's not even 1 day of rest a game. You're getting 2 days now. So it's like, I don't know, like
Marcus.
And as a hooper too, Tracy, I know the Cam Johnson dunk was everybody. When I first seen that, it wasn't like because he didn't jump. To me, a dunk on is when the guy go up with you and then you dunk on him. But when he giving up his body because he's a different player and young, okay, it's cool. You in NBA, you supposed to dunk. You 6'8", whatever. But how did you think that was like a all-time great dunks, or it's like you supposed to do that? I guess.
I don't know if I put it in the all-time great dunks, but I feel like from where he lifted off from with somebody in his way is what made the dunk as nasty as it was. Yeah. But like you look at other dunks too, kind of like we had talked about, like the Anthony Edwards dunk when like he dunked on dude, he was he jumped on with him and just bammed
he jumped with him too though, like he's going up with him like
that's what I'm saying. Like, he jumped up with him like that's one of them dunks. It's just like okay, I'm gonna coach, take me out for a minute. I gotta get my bearings back together.
I know what you're saying though, Marcus. As far as like, it's not necessarily like a poster the same way, but
right.
It still does look good on a picture. But my biggest thing I didn't like about it is I love PJ Tucker, so I was like,
that's my boy.
Yeah. And then he got, to me, it's an offensive foul because he got kneed in the chest too. Like I don't know. But everybody know I'm a Suns hater, so everything I say it is hating. So
those ones are tricky though too, because like you said, as an offensive player, he gave up his body for the charge. You know what I mean? So like he moved in position for the charge and got dunked on. So like sometimes I feel like the knee to the chest sometimes is kind of like he just up there. You know what I mean? Like that's a good way to look at it.
And I'll say this though on the note though is I still feel like I never hate on the defensive player that gets dunked on or that gets mowed down going to draw the charge, because at least you tried.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If
Agreed.
you went on the poster, at least you were trying to play defense. These other dudes that just turn around and
out
the way, like I have less respect for you. So even if you went on the poster, at least you were trying.
Yeah. So. Like and like Marcus said, like you're in the NBA, you're 6'8", 6'9", like you gonna get dunked on. Like
it's a fast break. Like you go on full speed, you're supposed to dunk that.
Yeah.
But like I said, I am hating a little bit. I am hating a little bit, but
you know what I'm saying? Like
a little bit. Hakeem Olajuwon got dunked on by KJ, so it happens.
Well, like they say that too. That's the same thing as like getting your shot blocked. Like you haven't played if you haven't been dunked on or been embarrassed or something. So
100%.
But all right, a couple other things we'll watch. You know, obviously tomorrow will be a big game 4. We'll see what happens after that. Some little NBA rumors. We don't really have to give too much credence to this right now because it's a long off season. But Simmons is apparently really on the trading block behind closed doors. The Knicks apparently are going after Colin Sexton. They kind of want to get him, and apparently there's rumors linking the Lakers to Lonzo Ball. They're trying to get him as a restricted free agent from the Pelicans. So just a couple of things we'll keep our eye on and see if those things come to light or not. But I don't know. Just a couple of things to ponder. I just want to put those out there in case anything crazy happens. But again, nothing will really happen until the offseason is official.
And they also saying about Dame going back home, but I don't think that ever happened either.
Yeah, I don't think so. So I don't know. But we'll see. It'll be a long offseason, but you guys know at the NBA, the offseason is almost exciting as the regular season too with all the moves. So we'll be watching that. But until then, let's go ahead and keep this thing moving.
So what's next again?
Other sports?
Oh yeah, other sports. Okay, so not football.
Yeah, not basketball. We did that already.
Oh, okay, like hockey.
Yeah, like hockey. Feel me?
Okay, like baseball.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like soccer, right?
There we go.
Like soccer.
Like other sports.
All right, we're gonna do some rapid fire other sports. Tampa Bay Lightning. They won. They did repeat as champions. They won 4-1 over the Montreal Canadiens. So shout out to them. They have their name on the Stanley Cup twice in a row. The MLB All-Star Game is going on tonight. I was watching a little bit of that with Pops before we started. Shohei Ohtani, he was the starting pitcher and the leadoff man for his team. First time that's ever happened in All-Star Game history. So shout out to him. But he didn't get a hit. I don't think he struck anybody out. But still, at least he did his thing. Pete Alonso won the home run derby last night. Yeah. I didn't get a chance to actually watch it. I missed it. I completely forgot. But he won technically back-to-back. There was no All-Star or there was no home run derby last year, but he won the year before that. So he's back-to-back champ as the home run derby. And
they get
I
paid
wanted,
for that, right?
yeah, they started doing. I think it's like $1 million challenge now.
They get that much?
I think it's $1 million. I think they started that last like couple years to the winner. So
did the second runner get money too, or just the winner?
I think just the winner takes all.
Oh, okay.
Which I kind of like that, you know.
Bring your A game, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So though I did want to transition into a little thing, and you know I don't like drama too much, but gotta mention this. Stephen A. Smith, he got into some heat over some comments he made about Ohtani. And basically I want to say what he said, sort of. Basically what he was saying was that it hurts the game that the number one draw in the game needs a translator to speak with the media and the fans. And he was referring to Shohei Ohtani, and he faced a lot of backlash about that. And while I understand that he might not have, like, he went on to say a little bit more, so he might not have said it in the most sensitive way. But I hate to say it, but I understand what he's trying to say. Mm-hmm. Like, it's harder for fans to relate if he can't just, like, you know, do a quick speech or do whatever. It has to go through a translator. It's just a little bit harder to, you know, for regular people or regular fans, idiot fans like me to accept that. So
how long has he been in MLB?
I think this is his third year.
Yeah, I was his third year.
Because the reason I said it, because, you know, Yao Ming, his first year he was hard, but that second, third year he was talking to the media. Like he picked, like I guess he picked it quick. So, but his third year and he's still not. It is.
Well, and I think that's the thing. It's not a requirement to speak English. I think it just depends on what's your brand. And I feel like Yao, that he made that important to him because he wanted to be like global like that.
Right.
It's not important, but I think it is important because we bigger than what he's from. That's why he's playing that's why he's here.
Because the MLB is the top stage, yeah.
Right. So that's what we mainly speak English here. So like I say, you don't have to, but it would kind of help the fan base.
It would help his brand probably too, yeah.
So
here at least. I mean, he's got plenty though. He doesn't really need our fan base, I guess. But I just thought it was interesting because, you know, we are in an era where things are very sensitive and these reporters are walking a thin line because basically everything anyone says can be interpreted like negatively, I feel like. And this is one where I understand where it was coming from with what he said. Like, you know, so I don't know. I just wanted to kind of see what you guys thought about that. Too. Oh, let's see. Let's go to the Slackers. Oh, my bad. I missed the comments. Said agree 1,000% we're an English speaking company. He is smart and he can do it. I mean, I'm sure he can. Kelly says, isn't that assuming that all fans speak English? And that kind of is assuming all fans speak English, which they don't. But I would say that I think the majority, speak English. I don't know. But I like I said, I get like how he was being like, or I get what they're saying, but I also get kind of what he was saying too. I don't know. This is just kind of a tough one for me.
Yeah.
But Mom says, can he play the game? Why worry about his native language? And that's the thing. He's not worried about it. Like what he was just saying is that it hurts his brand if like here. It's harder for fans to accept him here. So I don't know. Let's see. Kelly though says we're not an English speaking country. Well, no, the majority of us though speak English. That's what we speak, right? And I agree though, people come internationally for sure too.
I guess being bilingual, like I have a whole different perspective on it. I mean,
well, tell us because that's what I need to hear.
Because, you know, the acquisition of the English language is one of the most complicated languages to acquire. Just because there's so many different ways to say the same things. Like, just look at the A sound. Like, you could have short A, long A, AY, AE. Like, all these different combinations make the exact same sound. So typically when you have somebody whose native language is different than English, it does take them a little bit longer to acquire. So
for sure. Like, I'm not even saying he should speak English. I just want to make that, like, I'm not saying he should.
So for me, I think if he still is not confident enough to have interviews with the media in English, the context of him speaking broken English is more broken up than him using a translator. Because if he speaks English and it's broken and it's not cohesive to where as the fan you're struggling to understand what he says, but he's trying, he's going to have a whole different backlash of, oh, well, we can't even understand what he's saying. Like, as fans, we can't relate because we don't understand. It's broken English. I think he's doing what fits best for him in the moment. Like,
I agree.
Best for me to get my thoughts and ideas or comments on the game using my native language through a translator who's going to be able to articulate correctly for the English-speaking fans.
Right.
So,
I agree with that, and that's why I wanted to make sure like my point isn't being twisted. Like, I'm not saying he should speak English. I'm not saying I have any problem with him using a translator, like, and he should do what's most comfortable. But I'm saying me, as just a common fan, it's easier for me to relate to him if he was speaking English. That's just a fact. Like, it is nothing wrong with it. It's just true, and that's just kind of how I feel.
And I understand where you're coming from. Like, I understand where you're coming from. Like, it's more relatable because they speak your language. Okay, right. But there's fans who speak his native language, and he's more relatable to them because he speaks their native language. 100%. And it's for me, like, Kobe was relevant and made a big impression on me because he went from having an English interview to switching it to Spanish.
Right. And that's why I wish, like, I mean, I'm trying to learn my little songs and stuff. Like, I wish I could speak more languages for sure.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just want to make sure that that's being understood, though. I don't think anyone here is saying there's any problem that he doesn't speak English. It's just, you know, or I don't think anybody's saying he should speak English. So
I am.
So that's what's up. That's what's up.
I'm just saying because he's here, like Ichiro. Like, I think he speaks both languages, and he was big. I think people loved him like that. I just think in the long run, say 10 years from now, he's still not speaking English. I don't think his marketing and everything will be good. It could be like going to different parties, going over here and speaking, and you can't speak to the people like you know what they're saying. It's like there's no connection there. So, like I said, I think he should. Is my whole point. So,
gotcha. No, that's what's up, though. I love it. I love it because that's what we're all about is like having perspectives and understanding and respecting each other's perspectives for sure. So,
and good thing
so
Stephen A. apologized.
Yeah, Stephen A. did come out and apologize, you know, and that was basically he did a big apology tour this morning. And I understand it, but I was just, you know, that's why I want to understand, and I like hearing the different perspectives for sure. And Kelly says there are a lot of English-speaking people I can't understand their language or relate to. That's a fact too. That's absolutely.
There's different states.
And that's the thing. Like English is a weird language, but all languages have their fractions and their different ways about. But you know, Hab said I think he was referring to one of Kelly's earlier points. He likes Kelly's point, but it's America's game. That's true. It's America's pastime.
Wait. Pause. Because there's a lot of good baseball players who come from South America. So baseball's America's
pastime is like the name of it. Like Cowboys are America's team. Baseball is America's pastime.
Well, then if that's the case, stop recruiting players from Latin America and the American players play.
Or tell them quit coming getting that money then.
All right.
They're being recruited to come get this money.
They're coming though, right?
The biggest stage is here.
The biggest stage is here. They know that they know it's up. They know it's up. It's
of course. Baby. Pesos versus dollars. I'm gonna come get them.
It's the same with like soccer. Like the biggest stages, like if you're a great soccer player here in America, you're gonna go to England or you're gonna go to Europe somewhere to play soccer. So you gotta go where it's at. But that was a good one though. I like that. But other than that, the MLB players will be getting a well-deserved rest for about a week, and then they'll fire back up after the All-Star break. So that's what's up with that. Speaking of soccer, we did want to talk about the Euros. So Italy beat England in penalty shootouts on Sunday, and it was a rough game. It was a great game. England went up early. It was very close, very passionate. But then the penalty kicks, England missed their final 3 penalty kicks in a row. They were all brothers, should we say. And so there was what I wanted to talk about a little bit. And this sucks. It's like 2 kind of negative things in a row, but there was backlash, after, and there was a lot of racism thrown at these players that missed the penalties after England fell to Italy. And I just thought it was really, really, really disappointing. Soccer has a big campaign about there's no room for racism, but soccer is for sure like one of the sports where it's most prevalent in, because you have players from all over going all over. So I wanted to kind of talk about that. There was a mural that basically of Marcus Rashford, one of the penalty takers, that was graffitied over, but then people rallied around to kind of bring it back. So I wanted to show that, but I need to get it ready real quick. So anyways, other than that though, also Argentina beat Brazil in the Copa America, which was pretty cool. It was Messi versus our boy from PSG. Now I'm blanking on his name, but yeah, so it was interesting to see that Messi finally won a tournament for Argentina. Argentina hasn't won like a national tournament in like ever, I think, or like 56 years or something like that. So there was some big international games and some different outings for that. So
does that, I don't know about soccer, but does that move him up with Ronaldo?
I mean, it was funny. Like, I guess it kind of does apparently, because when I was watching the game, actually immediately the announcer was like, "This cements him as the best player footballer ever," is what this guy was saying. I don't agree with that, but I think it helps his cause because that's the one thing he hadn't done is won a trophy with Argentina. So
has Ronaldo won one?
Yeah, he's won one for for Portugal.
Okay. You talking about Neymar?
Yeah, Neymar.
Okay.
I don't know why I was blanking on him all of a sudden, but I was expecting Brazil was actually hosting. I was expecting Brazil to win, but it was cool for Argentina. So we'll say, that's all right with them. Oh, my boy, I wanted to say what's up to my boy JC real quick in the building. We appreciate you checking in. Appreciate you commenting. That's Bam right there. He does great graphic art. He does. He's a Hopi graphic artist, and he does some fireworks. So if you guys can click on his stuff or something, you guys can check him out for sure. But what were you gonna say, real quick, Marcus? I'm sorry.
Oh no, I don't know about soccer. I was on. While you were looking for it, do you how do you feel about the whole thing about the penalty and all that? Was it unfair for them to win like that or something, or it just? No,
it's just the way it happened. I feel like I blame the coach most of all because he basically kind of set them up poorly. England has this idea that they always put their best penalty takers first, but if something happens to where the other team misses or they miss, they have their worst penalty takers going like when it's the most pressure, and then there was also some more veteran players that he probably could have put in there to take those penalty kicks. But what I think is the most unfair is the fact that you play the whole game. They play 90 minutes plus they play 30 minutes of extra time, right? You play the whole game, and it does suck that it ends up coming down to one player. But what those players have to remember, what I hope they can hold their head up high, is they were chosen to be there for a reason. And it's hard, it's hard to make that, and you might miss, but just because you're that final piece and you're the final one to miss, those other people miss before you. Like there's a reason why, you lost. So ultimately, yeah, it came down to that one kick. But if the penalty kickers before them would have scored, then it wouldn't have mattered that the final guy missed, So that's the tough part. But here, I'm going to try to pull this up real quick. I'm just going to show my screen real quick. And you guys are going to have to just bear with me a second. But I thought I had downloaded them, but I think I left it on my other computer. So I want to show you guys this real quick because I think it's a little bit of a turnaround. It's better. So first we have this. So this is the original mural. And this is like in his hometown because he's, obviously from England. This is Marcus Rashford. And they say that he's inspired the whole nation, right? So that's
so
the original.
He's one of the guys that was part of
that he was one of the penalty kickers that missed.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So now let me just go ahead and Google the mural again real quick, and I'll show you guys. So then it was covered over like this. Here, let me just go to it. Well, it was covered over because people had put racist statements all over it by his face and things like that. They graffitied over it. So then this person came out to basically cover it up so it wouldn't be seen. And then you had next, though, people gathering around and started coming out and putting messages of support and love and kind of covered up the whole thing with support. So I just thought it was awesome. It sucks that the way it came about, but they overnight the next day, they basically came out and put all these messages of support and anti-racism type of thing. So I had downloaded a little series of pictures, but this works too. So, but I just wanted to show you guys that real quick. I think it sucks that the way it happened, but I think it's cool that it kind of at least got better. So,
yeah.
So we'll see. But I mean, I know England takes their soccer seriously, but things like that are still
happening.
We don't need that. Yeah. So, all right, that was pretty much it for other sports.
Are you talking about
MMA? Conor McGregor. We didn't talk about that yet.
But go ahead. Let's talk about it though.
So Conor McGregor fight, it was kind of anticlimactic the way it ended, even though it was a crazy, shocking thing. But ended up breaking his ankle, tried to step on it, and it completely went the other way. The video out there is pretty nasty of the way it broke. But that was towards the end of the first round. The fight was, I don't know, it was pretty even until then. So this was the third match. This was supposed to be the rubber match because they had each won one before. I feel like it's kind of disappointing because I still feel like it didn't finish the right way. He obviously couldn't continue on one leg, so that's the way it ended. But McGregor's still a draw, I guess. But
yeah, I don't know. I kind of like Conor McGregor for some reason. I just like him, but he was getting punished a little bit during the thing. But Dustin said that he kind of felt that his foot when he kicked him. He kind of felt like he said not really. He cracked it, but he felt like it was something happened to it. So he just said in the fight when he came on, he's kind of finished off. Like he thought it was already back probably. So I don't know if that's true or not. But I don't think I didn't like what he was saying about his wife, and he was saying stuff about he was gonna put him in the casket. That's a little too much, So even though it could happen, you could kill somebody. You go in with their risk, but just to say it like that, I know it kind of went too far. But I guess that's who he is, though. That's who Conor is to get things. I don't think he has no more, so he has to do something extra to kind of make people
hype it up
like that. So, and I think he wins with that. Yeah,
no, I agree because I feel like he was probably worried that he wasn't going to get another fight, so he was immediately like, "I'll fight you again," So, but I don't know, Myra, Strizzy, what did you guys think?
I thought it was crazy. The injury was crazy. The way his foot was dangling.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, it is what it is. He's done a lot for the sport of MMA, but I agree with Marcus. Like, he's doing a lot right now. He's not as relevant as he was in the past as a fighter. So the antics is just a little extra now. I mean, I guess it was cool before because you could talk shit and back it up. But now, like, you're not the same person. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I got you for sure. But we'll see. I have a feeling we'll see him back after. He had to have like 4-hour surgery yesterday to, I think it was over the weekend to fix it up. So
I don't
that's
think
pretty crazy.
Said anything.
Yeah, Strizzy's holding him back.
Same thing. Yeah, I'm sure he'll be back. Conor does a lot for the sport. He's basically the Mayweather of UFC. You know what I'm saying? Not in regards to record, but in regards to selling fights and
promoting style.
Money. Yeah. So he'll definitely be back. The thing about him and Poirier is as fighters, they're the same person. You can think that Dustin Poirier is winning the fight, but Mayweather could come back in a heartbeat with just literally one punch, and it's the same for Dustin Poirier. So that's like he started the first round, and Poirier ended the first round. You know what I mean? And then with the ankle injury. So it's one of those things. Like towards the end, you're looking like, oh dang, Poirier could very much end this fight even before the ankle injury. But when I really started thinking about it, it's like nah, like like literally just like one shot from Conor, and it could completely turn around again. So
Conor could have won that fight, you saying?
Yeah, I really do.
Oh, okay. Because everybody was saying it was like pretty much over. So I'm like, I say it didn't even finish. How they say that? So
no, yeah, exactly. So like that's the deal with UFC, man. It takes one punch. You know what I mean? Like you've seen fights where dudes get punched so hard and get wobbly and knocked out to the point to where fighters stop fighting because they assume it's a KO. Dude gets back up, gather themselves, and then they end up KOing that person. You know what I mean? It's like UFC can switch just like that. It's not like other sports where it's just like, oh yeah, you're done because you lost a round. Like the next round can be totally different. One of Conor's kicks connects and it's a wrap. You know what I mean? And just one of those things. So I'd like to see them be able to officially finish it, but it is getting to the point to where Conor is getting to that stage in his career where it's like he might be done in regards to like really knocking people out and KOing them because these fighters are just getting better and better.
For sure. All right, Marcus, what was your other thing? I cut you off earlier, but what was your other one you had?
Oh, I was just saying other sports was the tennis guy that won a Grand Slam, I think it was. I think this is his fourth one. And I know people don't talk about it as much because it's tennis and stuff, but he's great though. Like he's really good, and like I don't think he get enough credit because he put a lot of time in stuff. He's real like going, and like a person that works that hard for his sport and don't get that much credit. It's kind of like, dang, man, you know. But I like him. I think he should get more acknowledgement because when Pete Sampras and Andre Agassi, all those guys was doing, they got acknowledgement, but this guy, they don't talk about him as much. And I think he's really good. I think he could be the GOAT the way he's doing things, and I just think he should get more acknowledgement.
No, that's a great point. So yeah, Novak Djokovic. I mean, he won. So when he won Wimbledon, that was his 20th Slam title, which tied him with Federer and Rafael Nadal. And the funny thing is, I remember there was a point where he couldn't win the big one. He was like really good, but Nadal and Federer were winning every time.
Get him. Yeah.
And he was right there. And then I was like, man, is this guy ever going to win a Grand Slam tournament? Like, and then all of a sudden, like, he's been dominant over the past 5, 6, 7 years. So, no, that's a great point. He doesn't get as much, but he is tied up there with those three in the Open era for the most titles. And I think he's still on the top where he could continue to win them, whereas Roger Federer's falling off. Nadal is trying to get his body right. I think both of them are not even going to the Olympics. So, you know, you're right. He might end up being one of the greatest men's tennis players of all time.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. All right. Man, I can't believe we're almost at our hour already. But I did want to. I mean, it's the return of Myra. I did want to know if Myra, if you had a this or that for us.
Oh no, not that return. Yeah, for sure. Let's go.
Okay. Let's hit it. Let's hit it. We've been waiting for this.
Man, we had it a long time. Like what, 2 months? Yeah.
Can I get my intro? All right, this or that. I'm gonna give you a old school and a new school. All right, old school.
You gotta give us 2.
Yeah, old school basketball. Hakeem Olajuwon or Dikembe Mutombo.
Olajuwon, that's easy. Easy.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Yeah.
I mean, Mutombo was cool with the finger wave, but yeah.
But Hakeem did both. He got 2 championships, and he still helped players to this day. People don't go to Mutombo for help; they go to Cream.
Wow,
we're talking about point guards, shooting guards going to Kareem for help.
Right.
It's crazy.
This dude had 2 names. This dude's name was Akeem, then he changed it to Hakeem. Dude, of course. Got to go with.
And we're like, we'll call you whatever you want.
Yeah, he's a dream.
The dream. Yeah.
See, Pops even said it.
Pops to the dream as well.
Do y'all remember when David Robinson dunked on him?
The Admiral, yeah.
Akeem dunked on him plenty of times too. That's a comparison you could have did. Those 2 would be a better comparison because they both play defense and both.
That was the year that David Robinson won the
MVP.
MVP, yeah.
Yeah, he was dominant that year. He did his thing, but I think that's a comparison you can go with. I think I don't know. You can go either one. I think they both got 2, right? Because David Robinson got 2, right?
David Robinson. Let's go.
I still say the dream, but
yeah, because he's from Texas, so I gotta go with the dream. But if I wasn't, I like David Robinson.
The dream shake,
right? I just hate the people trying to compare Andre Ayton to David Robinson. It's like if my boy Perk do that, I'm like, that's not even close. Don't do that. Like, he's not that good, and he won't be that good. So they gotta quit that. But yeah, I'll go with the dream again. But David Robinson was nice though. He was in the Army, the Navy.
Nice. Yeah, the Navy. Yeah, and that's why they called him the Admiral. And I still think it's trippy because the Navy, they had a small the ship you got to duck down. This dude's tall, so I don't know how that worked out. But JC said no one talks about Spud Webb anymore. That's true. Spud Webb was the original OG short wave.
Yeah. Spud was cool, but he wasn't, Hall of Famer or nothing.
Yeah,
he cool.
Were you talking about Nate Robinson? Did you say so? Or did somebody say something about Nate Robinson or no?
I said David.
No. David. Right. Okay.
But Spud was cool, but all he did, he could dunk. That's it.
All right. What was the other one? Did you have a new school?
Yeah, I had this is kind of new school versus old school. So who are you taking, Dennis Rodman or my boy for the Lakers, Montrez?
Oh, Dennis, in day.
Yeah, Dennis Rodman.
Sorry.
Trez is dope. Trez is
He's so sorry.
Trez is like almost a modern day kind of version, as far as like bringing that.
Well, he's more offensive than Dennis Rodman was because he has that. Once he turn around and face you up on that baseline, it's a wrap. I think he wins it kind of similar time. But Rodman had defense, rebounds. He didn't care about scoring, but I just think Montrez, he didn't. I think this time in his career, he got to go to a team that's going to value him because I think the Clippers really didn't do it. They did okay. The Lakers didn't for sure. So I think he's good enough to go where he goes now. He should go there to start and then don't come off the bench no more. But I think Montrez is going to be a good player, but I'm still going with Rodman. But I do like Montrez a lot, though.
Yeah.
Strizzy?
No, I think the Lakers did him dirty, though. I was just going to say, though, I still feel like we saw glimpses of it like early on in the season, but then, it's like I feel like as a Lakers fan, we're kind of robbed of seeing him really make the impact he could. So
I agree with that. I really think that the decision he made to go to the Lakers, I feel like some promises that might have been made to him probably didn't fall through. You know what I'm saying? I really think that kind of.
And it seemed great. I was like, oh, this is dope. I was like,
everybody was like
how it happened? Like, how you go to the champions?
Yeah, everybody's like, damn, that's a hella upgrade. We were all kind of hyped about that, and I think it kind of sucked for him because it kind of hurt the stock a little bit, I think. You know what I mean? Like, I think people have to realize, like, remember him back for the Clippers days, not necessarily like the Lakers one. So that kind of hurt him. But
I don't think it's gonna hurt him though, because he didn't get to play. I don't think he had no rhythm all season.
He'll still get his contract. I mean, he'll still get paid.
Yeah, he'll get paid.
The people that need to know do.
I think because of who both the players are, I take Rodman because I feel like I know what I'm using Rodman for right away, and I know what Rodman's going to do. You know what I mean? Like, so I think as much as I love Montrezl Harrell because I love how he plays, I love his game and everything, but sometimes I feel like it'd be a little harder to plant Trez in somewhere depending on where he goes. You know what I mean? Because I don't think Trez wants to go to a non-contending team. You know what I mean? So, but I feel like it'd be easier to be like, all right, cool. I'm the Lakers. You throw Rodman in there. You know exactly what he's going to be there for. You throw Rodman on the Nets. You know exactly what's going to be there. Montrez on the Nets. You don't necessarily know how you're going to use him yet. Probably more like Blake. You know what I mean? Like I think it's a little harder to figure out what you're going to use Montrez for right now in the way he's played over the last 5 years or so than it is for Rodman. And Rodman is just annoyingly defensive. You know what I mean? Like,
but
Marcus,
I heard a little rumor Montrez to Brooklyn, and I think he would fit perfectly in Brooklyn. I think he would start in Brooklyn, and I think he should go to Brooklyn. So we'll see.
I think he's starting Brooklyn too. They keep Blake off the bench.
I think he puts him over the top. Honestly, in the East, I don't think nobody in the East gonna mess with them. I just think he can be himself. Like, you got a guy who can play defense and offense. Like, I think he'll be there. Nice. So
that would be cool. And I just want to see everybody else healthy. Like, I want to see if they're gonna make a real run.
Right.
Sure. But yeah, I definitely go with Rodman, and not to mention, like, I know Trez, you know what I'm saying? He's into his fashion and things like that, and he handles his business with that.
No. I can hear you, but I can't see you.
No, I know. I'll tell you about what's going on, but yeah, I can still talk.
Okay.
I was about to say something bad about the Suns again, so I think that's Suns people.
They tapped in.
Yeah, you know how you do.
But no, I was gonna say that real quick on Trez. Like, I mean, I know he's into his fashion stuff, and he's always handling himself right on that end. But at the same time, like Rodman, as far as off the court, his crazy fashion, his dating life, the celebrity, the wedding dress, like, he was just like a different type of icon. Like, after he started getting going, the leopard print hair and stuff like that. So, he's kind of got him on the off the court so far on that end. So, but that's what's up though. So. All right, I think we did pretty good today. What do you guys think?
Yeah, solid.
Well,
I must have missed that, but who you punching and slapping around there?
I had to let him know. I had to keep it real.
You didn't tore your ACL and all that, and got your hand like you didn't put a bubble around you.
You feel me? I got
bubble wrap.
Like I've been trying to come up with a really good story because it's not even like that cool, like how I hurt myself, right? So I came up with like a gorilla story that made it like a little bit better. Like there was a little boy at the store and he's like, "Oh, mommy, what happened to her hand?" And she's like, "Shh, don't ask." And I'm like, "I fell into the gorilla pit and I had to fight a gorilla." He's like, "Oh," and the mom was looking at me. I was like, "Just kidding," you know. What really happened is, so Amari turned 9 this weekend. And we had an AAU tournament on Sunday, so we weren't really going to be able to do much on his actual birthday. And so he's like, "Mama, can we go to the trampoline park?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course." And he's like, "Mama, but you got to play with us." And of course, I'm not going to sit on the sidelines for 2 hours and not do anything. I was worried about my knee, though, because I haven't been jumping on trampolines like that since my MCL was repaired. So I was like, "Yeah, cool, bet. Like we can play." And my kids are like, "You got to play dodgeball with us." And guilty pleasure, but I like to play dodgeball because that's the only place you can hit other people's kids and it's okay.
You'll be aiming directly for certain ones, huh? Lots of bad ones.
So we got a 2-hour jumping pass and we played for a full hour and we were having the time of our lives. Like mama goes in there and like hypes other kids up, like, "You came here to play? Like, if you ain't playing, go to the other side." And yes, ma'am, we playing. So, you know, I got to pep them up like, "We here to win." So on the other team, they obviously had the dodgeball champ. This kid was like 16 years old and he was just beating the hell out of everybody. And I was pissed because they'd be like, "Ready, set, go." And like two of my teammates would be out like immediately off that one dude, like, bah, like, bruh, chill out, you know? He was like 16. And at this one point in the game, I see him fully extend and I'm like, now's my time to kill. So I did like a full on like baseball pitch. Like I put the hand down on the little middle foam and I put my leg down and I threw across with my body and I watched it hit him and I'm like, "Wow." And I'm not paying attention to my right arm and my right arm comes and hits the middle foam like this and hyper extends my finger.
Oh no. So it went down between the springs, kind of?
Not between the springs, but in the middle of
the foam.
That separates the left and the right side on dodgeball. So as I full swing through that hit the middle foam piece and just hyper my finger the opposite way. So it dislocated and it was out of place. And so I turned around and I popped it back into place and they hit me with the dodgeball in the ass and they're like, "You're out." And I'm like, I don't care. Champ out and my finger's falling off, but it's okay. So I popped it back into place and I shook it out and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be fine," right? I didn't cry, nothing. I just kind of threw me off. Like, did I really just pop my finger out of place like that? And so I sat on the sidelines for a little bit and I kind of watched my thumbs and my right thumb started to swell. But it's Thursday and the kids have basketball because we have an AAU tournament and we cannot miss those practices at all. So I'm like, suck it up, buttercup. You know, the kids had 1 more hour to jump. It happened at 4. The kids jumped till 5. We had practice at 6. Practice was 6 to 8. So I'm sitting there just watching my hands swell. And I ended up going to urgent care at like 8:45 at night. And so they're like, "Well, nothing is dislocated, nothing is fractured, nothing is broken, but we're pretty sure you tore your UCL in there." So I tore the ligaments in my thumb. So tomorrow I have a meeting with I get to see my ortho tomorrow, my orthopedic doctor. So we figure out tomorrow what the game plan is, because if it's really torn like that, yes, I do have to have surgery. So
wow, man,
we shall.
Hopefully that, you know.
The thing is, we got the dub, so I guess, you know.
Yeah, you got him out, you know. So
I got him out, and we got the dub.
Ended his reign of terror, so that's what's up. But hopefully that goes well. I hope in the best. Hopefully you don't have to have surgery. JC's got your back. He says thumb wrestling champ will be an awesome story.
Thank you. Yes, I needed help with that because, like, that's kind of
It's the thumb wrestling's better than the gorilla story. I have to admit. So
Okay, I appreciate
shout
that.
out to JC
I'll
with
use
that.
that one. Thanks, JC. I'm gonna plug you next time.
Oh man, all right. Well, thank you for having that story time, though. I was wondering. I was like, I know the slackers gonna be wondering. I was like, we're gonna have to get to that at some point. So
Today was the first day back at the office from my summer break. And last year when I came back to the office, I came back in crutches because I had my MCL surgery. And this year I come back like this, and my boss is like, do we need to get like limb insurance on you or something?
right, can't take you nowhere. That's funny.
Can't take you nowhere.
Yeah, I was like, at this point, yeah. And everybody's like, man, why are you so competitive? Like, sit your ass down. And I'm like, because you ain't winning. They're like, you play basketball with your nails like this? I said, hell yeah. Trying to win.
Gotta go hard. Gotta go hard. That's the song.
Always.
Sure.
Well, I think though that'll about do it though. I think that's gonna wrap it up. Final say we'll just do real quick though. I do have the Incredibles with me today. I have them in honor of my new YouTube video. I put up a second YouTube video riding the Incredicoaster, so it's Incredibles themed.
Check it out. It's great stuff.
Bringing them out there. So yeah, I'm really trying to go and do my thing with that though. And then today too, I had to do the little dance break because Strizzy did the little dance break thing, and I was just like, I'm gonna randomly try to do this too, be like my brother. So you inspired me, and I want us all to do a dance break version so we can splice them together.
Yeah,
I think that's probably
dance battle.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna be doing that though. We got more plans coming. It's still the countdown to show 100. Can't believe it's only 2 weeks away. So big things coming for that. Hopefully we'll have time to get everything together. I know we will. So we'll have a special show for that. And yeah, I think other than that, we're good. What other things we have to touch on before we go?
I think that's it. We got game 4 tomorrow. So
yeah, game 4 tomorrow. We might have to, depending on how that game 4 goes, we might have to do a quick recap after the show or after the game just to see what's going on. But that will be the swing game. Win. Gotcha. Marcus, you're gonna be dark again if the Suns win. You're gonna turn your camera off like that again.
Exactly, it sure is.
Oh man, I can just imagine your face right now though. So I can just do with that for now. But that's what's up. So I think we did it. To all the slackers out there commenting and liking, subscribing, participating with us, we do appreciate you. We know time is valuable. So we appreciate you being here and being part of the Slack family. Appreciate having the permanent special guest back. And yeah, more big things to come. We'll continue to keep things moving for you guys. But that was Say Like a Champ, episode 98.
98.
Wow. That's crazy.
So crazy. So yeah, we out on that note. It's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Strizzy.
It's your girl Myra May.
And it's your boy Midnight. Peace out.